Sanford Stadium in Athens. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Gets the back moving. First play of this drive. Quickly to the tight end. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Handoff for Frazier.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Pass to 6. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Follows his blocks. It's Frazier. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They're all over it. And it's a sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Alexander. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Odom. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out wide right, it's Baxter. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
From the gun. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Out wide left, it's Danzy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy Unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll move the tight end. Hand off for Baxter. Showing off the arm. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Baxter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
It's first down from the 11. Tells to run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Alexander. Touchdown, Rebels. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Left side is Riley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give to Frazier. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Finds his target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Caught, it's Taylor. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the red zone, it's Frazier. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's Odom. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw for it. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. The stiff arm gets him loose. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Sends it back in motion. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pulls it in. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Seminoles with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Play action on first down. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Alexander. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just 1 play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. They'll give it to Johnson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The run inside. It's Baxter. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. C.J. Baxter one more time. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Rebels are flying down the field. The lone back's got it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Hauls it in. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fires quickly. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On 1st down, Nate Frazier.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff for Frazier. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Back to pass on second down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The snap sets up the throw. They got him! It's a sack! Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. It's complete on the right side. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had in their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. There he goes. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Driving forward, it's Frazier. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, going to throw it. Still looking. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hit.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Stepping to the right. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Under pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Alexander. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. quick give. It's Baxter. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hauls it in. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarter.
Wide open on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Here's a gift to Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Left side is Cook. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And perfect situational awareness there. Get the 1st down. Don't get greedy. Stop the clock.
Yeah, and that's why this team practices these types of 2-minute situations all week long leading up to games so that everybody's on the same page. That receiver did an awesome job getting out of bounds to try to preserve as much clock as possible.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Drops back on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do. And